So, hey, you guys, we're gonna do a community message. Just something that will help us learn to build bridges with communication. I really believe that communication is one of the greatest gifts that we can actually ever get to truly have in this human life experience. Communication is so beautiful. The fact that etymology and anthropology and sociology exist, it's one of the greatest aspects of life, communication. So I enjoy communicating with so many different people in so many diverse communications. So when I'm doing my community messages, I definitely like to, express that if your communication is unique, don't be afraid to share it. Unique communication is needed because it creates what's the word? Expression. It creates an environment where one doesn't feel judged. Okay? And not feeling judged helps you feel emotionally safe. And it's one of the greatest things in the world that it's the greatest gift you can give someone to feel emotionally safe. Now, I once had a girlfriend of mine, you guys, ex-enemy, frenemy, karmic. I told her bye-bye and said I had to, it was done. But, um, she would spoil everyone with expensive gifts, and she would still lie to them about who she really was. And I just got to the point I was just like, hey, thank you for the lesson, but I'm not going to keep learning the same lesson over and over with the same person or a different person of this caliber. So thanks to her, I'm able to recognize well-moneyed people who don't have the best interest for others. But one of the greatest gifts I've been able to experience, literally from my friends, is a healthy emotional space. Not just once, twice, or just in the beginning, but from beginning to end at all times. Because I provide that. So being able to receive that, free of manipulation, goes a long way, you guys. We have the Three of Clubs here with the beautiful Chalcedony. Harmony, brotherhood, and goodwill. So community message. I'm really enjoying this one. Then we have the Queen of Diamonds, Amethyst, spirituality, intuition, and peace. So what this is telling me, you beautiful, lovely souls, brotherhood and spirituality is standing out to me. And what this is, it's what I'm getting from this beautiful community message is, I hope you guys can feel the energy of these stones. So try something, you guys. Put stone pairing together. It does something amazing. Like, you'll be able to get some really true healing from crystals by pairing certain stones together. But the Three of Clubs is telling me with brotherhood, teamwork. You're if you're watching this, you're a really great person to have a part of a team. With spirituality and the Queen of Diamonds, I feel as if you're a spiritual leader, or you just provide a safe space for others who have different faiths and ethnicities and backgrounds and spirituality, to find a place where there's no reason to feel fear of being judged. I know I was at the park, you guys, and a woman, she came with the pamphlet, and a gentleman was talking to me about his beautiful wife. There's even rest in peace, there's a documentary called Blue Spots or Blue Dots. I'm gonna put that in the description. But love, he said love is so different. And he read to me a poem in French. Okay? And an individual walked by who had a pamphlet saying, Are you Christian? And I'm not Christian, you know. I honor all faiths, you know, spiritualities and things of that nature. I don't judge people. And then she showed me a picture saying, well, you're going to go to hell. Because there was a picture of someone sleeping and then hell burning. She was just like, you're going to go to hell. And the gentleman sitting next to me was telling me about him and his wife. He was like, you shouldn't talk to her like that. And he said, I'm Christian. And it's like, yeah, but that's not how we talk to each other. We're not supposed to treat each other like that. And literally, he didn't judge me. He didn't care that I had a sign that I'm doing tarot. And he literally showed me the picture of the first night he met his wife. And she wore a white dress with dark blue polka dots. But he thought at the time it was black. But he remembered when she had sassily told him, no, they're dark blue. And this really made me believe in love. And he loved her so much, he planted her favorite flower, the dahlia. And so I guess we're going to do a quick pick a card. I'm actually going to enjoy this. So we got the community message out. But basically, to sum this up, I guess, and it's going to be what dahlia, there's 3 pals, pick 1, 2, or 3, and that dahlia will have a message for you. But the story I told you reminded me to believe in love again. If, you know, people can literally speak French and Italian to each other and slow dance. He even mentioned a French menu. If this is what love used to be, then I believe in it. And however we got here, I don't know, and I'm okay with that. I'm at peace with that. But at the end of the day, I believe in love again. I'm going to be honest with you guys, because he showed me a radiograph. You have to pay by the number of words. And his deceased wife, rest in peace, she wrote him a radiograph from the ship he worked on before we had cell phones. And 14 words. And I'm thinking to myself, boy, I talk a lot. So, to make this pick a card exciting, you basically pick 1, 2, or 3. I'll pick you, we'll get a message from the dahlia, and then I will speak in 14 words or less, and tell me what you guys think about this. I've never done this before, but I'm pretty excited, okay? Alright, so what we're gonna get is my notebook. I have the dahlias in my notebook. Alright, you guys, I'll see you at your pal or pals of choice, and thank you for being present. Beautiful pal 1, thank you for being present. So, beautiful pal 1, the red Jasper is a good flower that you can invest into. The red Jasper, it represents perseverance, ability to overcome, inner strength that everyone possesses, even during dark times. This is a good flower to get someone if you're recovering from an illness or going through a rough patch. So maybe you're experiencing this right now, pal 1. And just know, you're going to get through this, okay? You got perseverance, pal 1. And that's it. I totally think I talked over 14 words. So pal 1, whatever it is I owe, I pay my karmic debt. All right. So if I talk over 14 words for this radiograph, that's enough. That's all right. And that's the end of your pal 1. Hello, beautiful pal pile 2. Thank you for being here. So the purple, the beautiful purple dahlia is standing out. It's for royalty. So you guys are very special. It's nice to meet you guys. And the message of the purple dahlia is, I respect and admire you. Okay? So this right here is saying that a lot of people admire your courage to overcome very difficult times. In fact, you're inspiring someone to have perseverance. They're going through a rough patch right now, but you're inspiring them to not give up, and they're going through some dark times. And yeah, I did say I would talk less than 14 minutes, but hey, I talked over 14 minutes and I paid my karmic debt. You're in it basically, just a scratch what I said, okay? Yes, yeah, you can totally put that in the comments. I did that. But your inner strength is inspiring someone to make a positive change. Your inner strength is inspiring someone to have new beginnings. And it's still teaching them how to be kind and graceful, even when things are hard. So, I just want to say, beautiful pal 2, your diversity amidst a boring world. So, thank you for doing that. Hello, beautiful pal 3. So, we're gonna do a trigger warning for you guys. Just a trigger warning. The black dahlia stood out for you guys. So, I'm seeing that you guys are connected to some very dark, sinister stuff, an unsolved death, or maybe you guys are solving a death. Yeah. The black dahlia. So I'll give you guys, yeah, I know I said I'd talk for about 14 words or less, but we're going to get into this. I'm a psychic, and I make sure that I do my work with integrity. And when Spirit tells me to put out a message, I'm going to do so, also while honoring logic. So, unsolved death. So I'll give you guys a background about the Black Dahlia. In 1947, Elizabeth Short was brutally murdered in Los Angeles. This was an unsolved death case. It was very violent as well. There was an extensive investigation, and they never actually found out who did it. So, beautiful pal 3. I'm going to put this out here. Y'all connected. Y'all got death on your hands. Either you guys are solving a case, or you know someone. You guys are either solving a case, or y'all got death on your hands. Let's actually pull a card for you guys. So tarot is evolving at this point. And the truth about tarot, you don't put new tarot messages out. When tarot evolves and you get left behind, you got to accept the consequences that come with it. You got to be upfront with tarot, okay? We're using constellation playing cards, all right, you guys? We got the sun and we got the moon, baby, all right? So, you guys, they said unsolved murder. Let's get into it. A message for pile 3. And I pay my karmic debt. With because I remember I said 14 words or less. Well, it's a lot. So what we got here? We got 10 of spades with the Pictor constellation. So if you're the person who is connected to an unsolved murder, you have a lot of anxiety. With the 3 of hearts, with the Cancer. Cancer constellation. This could be connected to somebody connected to a with a cancer in their chart. Okay. Oh, we got the King of Spades that showed up underneath Sagittarius. All right. So, if any of these messages apply, great. We also are blessed with the Jack of Spades, Chorus constellation. So, what I'm picking up here, I'm gonna just keep it a buck, pal 3. Someone, if you're the person, an investigator, is connected to extreme high levels of, and this is kind of murder most people want to find out, but it is connected to extreme high levels of narcissistic abuse. Now, how can you tell if narcissistic abuse has occurred? We have the 9 of Spades with the Canis Minor. If someone has a child with someone and they haven't seen their child in a while, there's a reason for that. If the child acts put together around, people all the time, that's not what a child's supposed to do. So with the 9 of Spades, what I'm picking up here, if a person is a good parent but they won't see their own child, it's because there's something very sinister about somebody. So we got the King of Spades. This person very intelligent, but they're, very, with the Sagittarius energy, they're very high energy. Okay? So this is the kind of murder that no one was supposed to see. Narcissistic abuse. So I would say, if you pick Power 3, if you have a case with the narcissist and there's a child involved, and if there's not a child involved, if there's something that's precious to you that you didn't pick up because somebody has it, there's a reason for that. Something is precious, important to somebody. They can go back and get it, right? But if they're not touching it, there's a reason. So, and if you're the person who worked overtime to cause someone extreme anxiety, bruh, that's mean. There's no reason to do that if you're not feeling at your best. So we're going to get one last card. King of Diamonds. And the 8 of Diamonds. And the 2 of Diamonds. So we have the Deneb Katos constellation. I don't know what that is, but y'all figure. But obviously this is connected to finances, okay? With the 8 of Diamonds, this is saying this is what they're working towards. However, somebody stayed at the 2 of Diamonds with the Serpents constellation, just planning, never moved beyond. So the motive of this case is finances, if you're interested. Someone wanted finances, but they were too lazy to actually go past the stage of the planning stage. And now, what I'm picking up in this reading is that somebody's starting to realize they should have actually did some work to make that money happen. Interesting how that works, right? So if there's a case and they're trying to figure out what happened with a certain somebody was very money motivated. Interesting, right? Money motivated to the point they wanted to cause somebody extreme severe anxiety. If there's a child involved, y'all want to make sure the mental health of the child is good, because if someone did this to somebody for money that they have a child with, imagine what they're capable of doing to the child. Let's actually find out if there are children involved and how the children are being treated. How are the children being treated? You got the Ace of Wands and the 3 of Diamonds. So if this is a narcissist with the Regale Kentors and the Cyrus, this is somebody trying to with the Ace of Wands, this is sexual energy, and 3 of Diamonds, this is somebody trying to